Take two. What up, YouTube? Just recorded a fucking video. Trade recap. Shit was muted, but we're back. I'm pretty much gonna going over today. I took one small loss on my evals. Pretty much. Let me go here. Lost 284. Pretty much on these evals, I'm risking $750 to make 1,500 because that is the max win that you can have. So risking $750, end up losing that because I managed risk well. But yeah, these evals are doing pretty well. I have 5 of them. 2 are at 49.5k. The other at 50.3. I've been managing risk very well, so they're not getting blown anytime soon. But yeah, pretty much going into the day. I send outlooks every morning in my Discord. So pretty much going into the day. I was like, not really the best structure built overnight. I'm watching how this 4-hour candle closures to see if we get a 4-hour CRT to push us higher. If not, we have low resistance liquidity below. If we not create the CRT, said 1 hour looks like a shit show. Was not lying. I said I'm leaning a bit more bullish though. But yeah, these are my scenarios. If we closed above here, I'd have been bullish to these relative equal highs. If not, I would have looked for some sort of reaction off this 4-hour fair value gap. But you can see that pretty much ended up happening today. I had going short because we had not tapped the 4-hour fair value gap. That was part of my plan, and executed my plan. So not really upset about that. But yeah, pretty much my bias is higher time for my SMT at multi highs. SMT at previous day high. Obviously, we have these lows. If you are bullish, you want to see manipulation down before going up. And that was just one of the scenarios. Even looking at premium and discount, right? Like, boom, like we're in premium, right? You would expect us, like I wanted to see a push into this 4-hour fair value gap, which we did not get. We edged it like almost a point. But going into the morning, what helps me a lot with discipline is just sitting on the 5-minute, right? This is pretty much market open here. We pretty much don't do shit, right? Sitting here, right, you either want to see, or I wanted to see how 10 a.m. closed, first of all. So pretty much just waiting till 10. There's no 5-minute breaker structure, right? Like, this is a breaker here, 3-minute fair value gap, but there's nothing, right? I said 1 hour is a shit show, so let's just wait, right? Wait till something is good, wait till something is in our favor. But until then, we're just going to stay patient, correct? So yeah, 10 a.m. basically closed here. At 10 a.m. we finally have some volatility. We're pretty much going sideways. See, we close below, or we just, yeah, we didn't really do anything. But we had an SMT format, 10-10. I know some people end up taking shorts right here and getting stopped out on this. But end up having that nice move here. Like I said, it's in the 5-minute, so now I have my breaker. Right, this becomes your breaker. This also becomes a breaker. We did sweep out this high SMT, right? So this is a valid breaker. I had limits set in here. My original stop loss was at this 5-minute candle for value gap candle high. Targeting this low is at 1.83. But yeah, I had limits set here. We ended up displacing up, and I was like, damn. But stuck to the plan, had my stop loss in place. Like, I didn't really care, honestly. This is what I planned for the day. Got the entry model and executed, right? Even though I lost, it was a green day for me because I did everything correctly. I managed risk well. I followed my plan. This is just, the probability game, right? Not every model wins 100% of the time, right? This is the, not the luck of the draw. I don't know the right word, but you're pretty much limits here going into the day. Had nice displacement going into 11. I was hoping this would push here. Never did. Pretty much chopped for a minute. We still respected this 5-minute fair value gap, so I was like, all right, this looks chill. Right when we had this down leg move, I pretty much was gonna go break even right at this low. Let me go through here first. Once we had this SMT, I was like, okay, this is a protected high. We should protect the high, right? Have his down leg move. Yeah, then out of nowhere, I don't know what the fuck. I honestly don't know what the fuck happened here. Not even a bottom leg. Like, did Trump say some shit? Cause like, what the fuck? Even on ES, like, what the fuck happened? Like, crazy. But overhand this down leg move, I was like, all right, I'm gonna trail it here because like I don't want to see it come up then down because that's just inefficient as fuck. And usually I don't really like these trades that I'm in where it's like inefficient. Obviously, you know, I was confident in the draw where price was gonna go, so as long as I managed risk well, I didn't really have a problem. If it was funded, probably won't even be trading today. But yeah, it's alright though. Or maybe like risk less. But yeah, you can see pretty much what 23726. Yeah, literally like not even literally 1.25 points edged it. But the thing is, we had a SMT there, but at the same time, I still wanted it to you know, tap it because the whole premium stuff I just explained. But yeah, it's unfortunate. Ended up closing with inside this range, so under 1400, you pretty much going along until here per CIT or CRT. Pretty much the rest of the day, didn't really do shit, not even a lot of opportunities. If I'm trading 5-minute breakers, right, the next breaker isn't till up here. And, right, have that breaker tapped into it, but, like, it's just so inefficient. Like, there's nothing here. I took yesterday off Monday because Mondays, or no news Mondays on high impact news week, tend to fucking suck. But, yeah, like, let's look at it real quick. Open up, complete sideways. No opportunities. Like, this had something, but it's just like, it didn't make sense why we should bounce off here. You know, we swept sell side on NQ. This didn't really have like an SMT, but I don't know. If we tapped this NWOG, I highly doubt I would have taken these shorts. But the fact that we didn't tap the NDOG, and didn't tap this 4-hour fair value gap, I was like, alright, there is a good possibility that we could push lower. Especially if we're in a premium, all-time highs, you know, SMTs, like, this is a good trade, right? This is something I would take normally. I manage risk well, right? Usually I risk $750, but I manage only losing $250, and I make on average $1,500 per trade. So if I lose $250, I would have to lose literally 6 times to break even. And if my model has an 80 plus win rate, and and you need to lose 6 times to go break even, like, do the math, you know what I'm saying? So just another day in the office, not really mad at anything. I knew we were eventually go up here because all these lower or equal highs, low resistance liquidity. That's pretty much my bias. I wanted to down leg move, sweep on this liquidity, tapping into the 4-hour, didn't tap it, so what am I doing? Bearish. But yeah, pretty much explain this all in my free Discord. Do outlooks every morning. They have been spot the fuck on. Very spot on. Look at that. Plan it, execute it, you're paid, right? But yeah, pretty much go over trade ideas. Probably won't get an entry. Got filled, you know, little signals for you guys. They usually win, but obviously you gotta deal with the losses, you know, that's how the game works. Right, this is a business. Businesses don't always win all the time. But in the long term they do. So if you're a good business, right? But yeah, thank you guys for tuning into the video. If you guys like these trade recaps, market recaps, which I'll be doing, but depending if the good day's good. Obviously Monday, no news Monday, not doing that shit, not even worth my time. But if you guys like these videos, be sure to comment, subscribe, like, and I showed my free Discord. It is free to join, free education. Why not join, right? It's just me and Ashton there, my business partner. But yeah, we're the 1%, and yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys will see a lot more of these videos, and a lot more winning trades as well. But thank you guys for tuning in. You have a great night and have a great week.